My 6-year-old granddaughter loved to play games on my cell phone. One day, my phone was missing. My granddaughter would not give me my phone back, and Janine would not tell her to give me my phone.
Liz told my 6-year-old that she was going to call the police and have her arrested.
I went to the neighbor's house and asked them to call the police. The neighbor called 911.
When the police officer realized that nothing was going on, he said, "Have a nice day," and left.
You know what's bad? When the police officer says, "Have a nice day, goodbye." Like, put this bitch in a nursing home already. Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at this Dr. Phil video where this grandma calls the cops on her 6-year-old granddaughter, dude. Like, she's just 6. Alright, so we're gonna be looking at the video, and goddamn, you might want to watch this whole thing because this gets pretty interesting.
My 6-year-old granddaughter loved to play games on my cell phone. One day, my phone was missing. My granddaughter would not give me my phone back, and Janine would not tell her to give me my phone.
Liz told my 6-year-old that she was going to call the police and have her arrested.
I went to the neighbor's house and asked them to call the police. The neighbor called 911.
When the police officer realized that nothing was going on, he said, "Have a nice day," and left. At this point, my children have all told me that they don't want to have a relationship with their grandmother, and knowing how my mother acts and how dramatic she is, I don't blame them.
You called the police on a 6-year-old because he wouldn't give you your phone back?
I didn't.
Okay, let me just say, Dr. Phil getting straight to the point though. Like, normally bald-headed white men aren't exactly likable, but you know, Dr. Phil, like, goddamn, man.
You called the police on a 6-year-old because he wouldn't give you your phone back?
I didn't call the police on a 6-year-old because she wouldn't give me my phone back. I called the police because my daughter refused to have her daughter return my phone. She knew exactly where it was.
I didn't know where it was. I had asked her several times, give Alma her phone so that she'll leave the room and you can just stay in here with me. And you scared her, you terrified her.
In fact, to this day, every time she sees a police officer, she cowers a little bit. She thinks that they're there for her.
She literally told me she does not want to see you because you called the police on her.
You called the cops on a 6-year-old?
I didn't call.
Yes, you did. Now, don't play semantics with me. You called the cops on a 6-year-old.
I wanted my phone, Dr. Phil. She had looked on my phone. She had read through all my text messages.
Okay, first off, let me start by saying this is the whitest thing ever. Like, are you seriously? Okay, like, I know calling the cops on a 6-year-old is like really stupid, but on top of that, your main counter argument is the fact that she's scared of a cop when he pulls up. Like, every 6-year-old is scared of a cop. I'm 16 and I'm still scared of cops, bro. I see a cop and I'm like, shit, bro. Like, okay. I don't do anything illegal. Like, I promise I don't do anything illegal. But, like, you know, I swear, bro. Like, there's just something about a cop. Like, you see him, I'm totally legal, just saying, and I'm just scared, bro. And like, every kid is scared. Like, that's not a valid argument. But like, and okay. At the end of this clip, this Karen is really crying. You could, like, I don't know if you could tell, but there were tears in her eyes. What is she crying about? Calling the cops on a 6-year-old? Is it like I don't get it. What is she crying about? Like, that the 6-year-old took her phone to play games on it? Like, bro, this is the whitest thing I've ever seen.
You called the cops on a 6-year-old.
I wanted my phone, Dr. Phil. She had looked on my phone. She had read through all my text messages. I felt very violated.
After you gave the phone to the kids
And you
unlocked.
thought that was a police matter.
I told them it's not an emergency.
But you called 911, which is an emergency number.
I really don't want to argue with you about it. It's just,
Well, I wouldn't either if I were you.
I don't want to argue about
I
it.
mean, come on. I mean, I'm just talking about common sense here.
And-
If you guys are living in a place that is really bad mess.
Well, let me ask you this, Dr. Phil. If she thought it was so deplorable, why'd she even move in? And then why did she complain when we asked her to leave?
Well, let me ask you this question. Why is the house in such bad array to begin with?
It's not. It was in a mess because
At
I
the
was
time.
not feeling good at the time. But under normal circumstances, it's not.
Now, come on, don't try to defend
No,
the
no, I'm not trying to.
indefensible.
I'm just trying to defend.
I'm just
anything.
trying to be reasonable. There's two sides to this,
Absolutely.
and if the place is a pigsty, it's a pigsty.
Yeah, no, and again, it wasn't the best situation. You know, again, I was working. I was coming home after work.
Yeah, and after this they just like go off topic. They don't really talk about the calling cops anymore. They just talk more about how their house was ass cheeks and like they couldn't take care of the house, blah blah blah. You know, they shouldn't be having kids, and why the grandma still didn't want to move out even though the house was ass cheeks, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna end the video here because the rest isn't really interesting. But if you do want to watch the whole video, I will have it linked down in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching.